Hey guys, I'm Steve and this is Wilmer Woodworks, my journey to monetization. Sorry if you can hear the generators in the back. We were just hit by Hurricane Milton. So I am actually not even at my house right now. I'm at my in-laws' house because our house is without power. Luckily, our neighborhood had missed the brunt of the storm, but we did lose power. And power actually came back in my neighborhood, but my house, unfortunately, was not one of the lucky ones. There was a cutoff, safety cutoff on our transformer, and when the power came on, that cutoff blew. So right now we're waiting for FPL to come back and restore power to our house. So that's why we're camping out at my in-laws right now. They have internet, so I am fortunate enough to get to the numbers and do this week's monetization video. As for further videos, I'm not sure. I know last time we had a hurricane, Ian came through. This happened to some neighbors of ours, and they were without power for about 10 days. So I'm going to try to do some content from my phone and upload as I can, but there might be some time in the next week or so where I don't have any content. So please be patient. I will be getting some content put together. But on that note, let's get to the numbers for this week. This week, October 3rd to October 9th, I've had 11,200 views, 844 watch hours. So the watch hours have dropped a little bit, and so have the views from last week. Subscriber count has jumped 354, excuse me, which is awesome. I mean, compared to a couple weeks ago, it's still going at a very hefty pace. For the past 365 days, my watch hours have hit 4,568.2 watch hours. I am officially monetized. This actually happened a couple of days, actually last week, Friday. I hit the first tier monetization, and when I went through all the steps, it made me very nervous because it said that it was going to take 2 to 3 weeks to review my channel and could take a month to do other steps. So I thought it was going to take a month and a half. And luckily, by about Tuesday, I was into the first tier. And then on Thursday, yesterday, I hit the second tier. So I was able to borrow somebody's Wi-Fi password for their Starlink in the morning, and I was able to turn on the monetization for watch ads. So that was very exciting. Something I also learned was there's watch ad monetization for your videos, but then you also have to remember to turn it on for your shorts. And I forgot to do that. I wasn't able to actually do that till this morning. And when you go into your analytics, your views and watch hours are delayed by 5 days. So YouTube can verify that everything is accurate and you're not spamming the system. It seems to be their revenue is also a few days behind. So it looks like the revenue is 2 days behind. So I will have to wait a couple of days before I figure out actually how much money I'm going to be making for the watch ads on my videos, and probably a day after that on the shorts. I'm not sure how that works. So that's very exciting. So moving forward, I'm gonna start hopefully making some money on YouTube. But actually, I've already made some money on YouTube. Like I said, I hit that first tier, and that first tier allows you to add supers, which I don't know why they call it supers. It's more like a tip. So if you like what you're seeing, you can tip the creator pretty much any amount. YouTube takes 30%, you get 70%. There's a caveat there, and I'll get to that in a minute. With supers, you can also do memberships, which I haven't done yet because I'm still looking into that, and I want to enable that, but I'm not sure exactly how I could structure that on my site yet. So I will be looking into that in the future. And then there's super chats and super stickers, and those are more for live streaming, and I haven't done much of that since my stream a couple weeks ago. I'm still trying to learn OBS and figure out how I can do that, but as a one-man show, that might be a little difficult to actually record and make a project and communicate with everybody on a stream. So I got a lot of stuff that I need to work on in the next couple of weeks. But on that note, let's get to the revenue. For my revenue, I have earned 98 cents. It's a little disconcerting because I received a super on my last video, and I received $1.99. Now, 70% of $1.99 is not 98 cents. Here's what happens. If somebody gives you a super on their iPhone, Apple takes 30%. So that leaves you 70%. And then YouTube takes 30% of what's remaining. So you get 70% of what's remaining. So if somebody pays you $1.99, instead of getting the $1.35 or $1.36, they take 30% of that $1.35, so you only get 98 cents. Everybody needs to get a taste, basically. So that brings me to, I think I've seen a couple other creators use the website Buy Me a Coffee, and they claim that creators get to keep 95%. So I think that I'm going to try to make an account there, and then this way I'm only paying 5% fees instead of 30% and then 30% again. So all that covered. I still don't know how much I'm going to be making on watch ads. Etsy, I've got 0 sales. My website, I have $12.57 earned and actually deposited. I have this set up with PayPal, so they deposited that into my PayPal, and that is from one design. I've been doing the tutorials and offering free designs, and I also made one design that I have up there that is a paid design. So out of everyone that's registered, I've made $12.57 off of that. I had to adjust the pricing again on that because really I'd like to clear $1 on each design that I make. When I did the math backwards, I think I had to list it for $1.35, but they were taking more, so I was making less. So I was first making 80 cents, but anyway, I figured it out. So it's $1.60 or $1.66, and then I clear $1. So if I make more designs, hopefully that'll go up in the future. Amazon affiliate, I haven't gotten paid yet, but I believe that is somewhere around the $10 mark, but I only get paid once a month. So November, the beginning of November, I will get paid for that. Oh, and going back to YouTube, YouTube has a threshold of $100. So YouTube will not make a deposit until you pass a $100 threshold, whereas Amazon is a $10 threshold. Even though they're both direct deposit, I don't know why one is higher than the other. I've made no other sales. I did make a custom cutting board. I just haven't gotten paid for it yet, so hopefully that sale will come through next week. And 0 on expenses. So yeah, that's where I am, and hopefully with Milton gone and everybody restructuring, I should have internet back and power back hopefully soon, and I will have more content flowing. So I am Steve. This is my YouTube monetization journey, which I have monetized now. So like I said, I am going to try and transition into more video editing tips and software and hardware that I'm using. But that will have to wait until I can actually get back and start working off of my regular computer. So until then, thanks for watching. Take care.